Oh boy, I honestly never ever saw this coming. Yes lads, today we are back talking about your favourite topic, not transfers. In particular, we are talking transfers to the mighty Arsenal. Yay! Jokes aside though, with there only being 17 days left of the transfer window, rumours linking players to Arsenal have definitely intensified. Which leads us to today, where Arsenal have been linked with a centre-back. About time. The centre-back we will talk about is an England international and also current plays for the reigning champions Manchester City. And so today the player we will discuss is Mr. John Stones, or as they call him in Jamaica. Okay, Stones is apparently in need of some playing time and therefore he's been linked with a move to the mighty Arsenal. So with that being said guys, let's talk John Stones and let's talk whether he is a player that Arsenal should look to sign in the current transfer window. Let's go. John Stones to Arsenal. The transfer window may just be the weirdest time possible, mate. Yo, what is on guys, my name is Basil and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with a brand new video, but of course we are talking a normal topic of transfers. But in terms of the transfer that we're going to talk about today, it is John Stones to Arsenal. Honestly, when I saw the reports, I couldn't quite believe it. Regardless to say though, with Arsenal's current centre-back situation, it's definitely a thing that I should be talking about. And I'm going to talk about John Stones to Arsenal. Let's discuss lads. Quickly though, before we get into the video, as always, it'd be massive appreciated if you go down there, smash a like on the video. As always, I do ask for 100 likes and you boys have been smashing the like button recently, so if you can smash it once again, your boy would appreciate it. Also, while you're new to the channel, make sure to go down there and subscribe to the channel. Of course, your boy is on the road to 10,000 subscribers. We are getting there slowly but surely, so if you would be able to go down there and subscribe to the channel, your boy would appreciate it. Also, while you are down there, let me know your thoughts in the comments. As always, would you take John Stones at Arsenal? And if not John Stones, who do you want to see as Arsenal side? And without any further ado lads, let's get into this. Manchester City centre-back John Stones has been linked with a move to the mighty Arsenal. So let's discuss lads whether he's a player that Arsenal should look to sign. Let's go. First of all, as always, let's discuss who exactly is John Stones. I mean, if you don't quite know who John Stones is, you definitely don't watch the Premier League. John Stones is a player who currently plays for Manchester City and he's also a centre-back. And we are definitely needed those, mate. In terms of his current age, he's only 25 years old and he will turn 26 in May this year. If you look in terms of his contract as well, he's only got 2 years left of his contract. His contract will expire in 2022. He's a player that Manchester City signed back in 2016 and they broke the transfer record to sign him as well. And he's a player that's been coached by Pep Guardiola, of course, and of course, Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta. And that, lads, is a very key thing. Also, let's not forget, lads, he's an England international. That's a key thing to why he apparently wants to move to Arsenal. Actually, not why he wants to move to Arsenal, but why he's been linked to Arsenal. Reports coming out of Manchester are saying that John Stones wants more playing time. In terms of Man City right now, despite American report being injured, he's still not getting enough playing time. And obviously, with the Euros coming up at the end of the season, John Stones wants to play as much as possible in order to secure his place in the England squad. So that would probably be the main reason why he'd want to move to Arsenal, in order to play in the playing time and obviously get in the England squad. I mean, who doesn't want to be a part of Brexit FC? I know I do. The second thing we will discuss, and that is the type of player John Stones is. In terms of John Stones as a player, he's a player who's been known as a ball-playing centre-back. But putting that to a side, he's also a man who's got decent pace, or according to FIFA he does. And also in terms of height, he's 6'2", which is decent structure for a centre-back. In terms of the actual defending and tackling, that is one of his weakest points. And that is one of the main reasons why he doesn't play enough for Manchester City. Because in terms of his tackling, it's actually one of his weak points. Can you believe that? But in terms of his strong points, and this will be key lads, it is his passing. As I said at the start of this point, he's a ball-playing centre-back. And when you're a ball-playing centre-back, that means that you're strong at passing out of the back. In terms of Stones, he loves to pass short out of the back. He's lovely at progressing that ball out of the back. And that is going to be key in terms of what Arteta wants also. He wants a player who's going to be able to play out of the back and, you know, progress that ball forwards. And also, not only does he play passes out of the back, he's also a risk taker. He breaks the lines, not just passing sideways and forwards. He's playing incisive passes into the midfield, and that's what Arsenal lack sometimes. The ball progression from defence to attack, it's honestly sometimes absolutely awful. So not only is John Stones a great passer at the back, he's also a risk taker, and we could do a better dose. So on to the next thing, and that is why do Arsenal need him? As I've just said, the man is a ball playing centre back, and that is what Arteta needs at Arsenal. If you look at our current starting centre backs, we've got David Luiz and we've got Sokratis. Now in terms of David Luiz, he's actually pretty decent at passing out of the back. But if you then look at Sokratis, he's absolutely average. And in terms of what Arteta wants, that dominant style of play where he can pass out the back and, you know, hold teams in, Sokratis is just not the quality of player we need there. We do need players that are comfortable on the ball like John Stones. I'll tell you guys right now, I've had enough of seeing Leno pass it out of the back to Sokratis and man struggle to play a 2-yard pass. I want players that can pass out of the back and they're comfortable passing out of the back. And so one of the main reasons why I think Arsenal would need him is the fact that he's a comfortable player on the ball. He's a ball playing centre back, one of the best in the league as well. When it comes to breaking those passes forward, breaking the lines and progressing that forward, John Stones would be absolutely perfect for Arsenal. Now of course, as I've said before, John Stones definitely has his flaws. Also, let's not forget the man has also worked under Mikel Arteta at Manchester City. He's been coached by Arteta, so he'll know the style of football that Arteta want to play. It's a very similar style of football what Guardiola is playing at Man City. It's a dominant style of play where the centre backs are actually pretty important when it comes to passing out of the back and also progressing that that ball into attacking thirds. For me, that's a massive factor to why Arsenal want him and why Arteta wants him apparently as well. Arteta wants him at Arsenal because he's worked with him before and he'll know the way Arsenal want to play. Not only will he know the way that Arsenal want to play, he's also a Premier League proven player, so he'll know the Premier League as well. He's played in the Premier League basically all his career, and that's a massive factor for what I want at Arsenal. As I've said before in past videos, we've signed a lot of players from different leagues, but how many players do we sign that are Premier League proven? A lot of players that we have signed in the past have taken time to adjust. They end up being good players, but they take time to adjust. With John Stones being Premier League proven and being English, which is a key thing as well, it won't take him time to adjust to Arsenal either. And so when you're signing a player in January, it's key to sign a player who's going to hit the ground running. So for me, it's definitely reasons for why Arsenal should sign John Stones. So on to the final point then, is he worth signing on loan? You know what, lads? Yes. If you look at our current squad and the players we've got right now, Chambers is out injured until the end of the season. Holding has come back from injury, but he does not look like the same player he was prior to injury. And apparently even players like Mavropanos and Mustafi could be leaving in this window. And so what happens then is you're leaving yourself very short at centre back. You've got David Luiz and Sokratis and not many other options. So for me, if we're going to let go of all these players, we need to sign replacements, and John Stones or me would be a perfect replacement for this one. In fact, it'll be an improvement on Sokratis. If you look at David Luiz's performance so far on the Mikel Arteta, man looks like prime Maldini. Whereas Sokratis, he's been decent here and there, but he's not been the best, and you can see he's not what Arteta wants. And so for me, what Arteta does want is a player like John Stones. Now, John Stones of course comes with his faults. He's not the best when it comes to tackling and being an actual defender, but if Mikel Arteta can teach David Luiz to defend, I'm sure he could do the same with John Stones. And also, as I've said before, we're not going to win games of football down to our good defending. It'll be down to our good attacking. And in many ways, by signing a player like John Stones who has the ability to pass out the back, we're not just improving our defence, we're improving our attack. And also, having worked under Mikel Arteta in the past, John Stones will know the way Arsenal want to play, and that will be a massive help when it comes to adaptation period and also in terms of hitting the ground running. And also, let's not forget, lads, we're talking about a loan here. What reports are saying so far is that if we do sign John Stones, it won't be a player that Arsenal will shell out big sums of money for. We're signing a player here apparently on a loan transfer, and that for me is a perfect fit for Arsenal. We know John Stones has weaknesses, but what Arsenal need right now is a player who could potentially be a short-term stopgap, but also a player that John Stones could potentially be a future signing for us, on a permanent of course. So for me, if it is a loan, that removes a lot of the risk when it comes to John Stones. So if I'm weighing up the positive and the negatives, for me, Don Raul, I'm going to say it right now, it's a yes for me. With that being said, guys, I'm going to end the video there. Of course, let me know your thoughts on John Stones. Would you take him Arsenal? Do you think he's the right man for Arsenal? Also, if you have enjoyed the video, make sure to go down and smash a like on it. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers, as I said before, so if you can subscribe, your boy would appreciate it. Of course, also let me know other players you'd like to see me talk about in the comments below. But with that being said, guys, let's end the video there. John Stones has been linked on a move to Arsenal, and I cannot believe it. But if I'm being honest, at this point, I'll take anybody. John Stones to Arsenal. For me, Don Raul, get the deal done. And in fact, get anyone done. Anyways, I'll see you next time. Anyways.
I'm flying high, but I've got a feeling I'm falling for nobody else but you. You caught my eye, and I've got a feeling I'm falling. Show me the ring and I'll